respected Board of Commissioners, thank you for the opportunity to speak before you tonight and add dialogue to the important topic of Metro service planning. My name is Eugene Powell. I'm Manager of Business Advocacy for the Buffalo-Niagara Partnership, the region's largest employer advocacy and business development organization. On behalf of our employer members, whose employees depend on public transportation as their only means to get to and from work each day, I urge the exploration of an alternative to the preliminary approved service cuts that will have less impact on workers' access to their places of employment. 5 years ago, the NFTA served as a key stakeholder in the development of the Erie Niagara Framework for Regional Growth, the regional planning document used by the city, town, and state and county economic development organizations to steer development and business attraction in the region. As employers' access to its workforce is among the most important decisions when considering locating or expanding here in Buffalo-Niagara, the proposed service cuts, particularly the elimination of certain routes, are inconsistent with regional planning strategies that have been put into effect. For example, the 11 Colvin bus route one of our employer members, United Healthcare. This facility opened in 2005 as an economic development win for the region and recently announced they would be adding an additional 75 jobs at its location, bringing its total employment to more than 500 employees. United Healthcare has informed us that the elimination of the Colvin 11 route would have a negative impact on their workers, many of whom utilize the route as their sole means of transportation. As a region, we can only continue to attract companies like United Healthcare if we can ensure an accessible workforce that meets their needs. As an alternative option to service cuts that have been proposed, I urge you to seriously consider a two-step process. First, a fair increase to mitigate the need for immediate and drastic service cuts. While fare increases are not generally smiled upon, for Buffalo-Niagara's workforce, faced with the choice of spending an additional 50 cents a day to get to and from work versus having no way to get to work at all, it's an easy choice. Secondly, after buying some time through a fare freeze, the NFTA should undertake a comprehensive analysis of the bus service to ensure that schedules are consistent with the framework for regional growth and the needs of its employers and their employees.
That's right.
On behalf of our organization, I offer the partnership as a mechanism for NFTA commissioners and staff to connect directly with employers and as a venue for community dialogue on future service. In truth, the timing of such analysis is appropriate, as one of the framework's action steps is a 5-year review of the document to ensure its relevance to changing times. Again, the partnership's members and their employees continue to rely on effective and efficient service from the NFTA. And while we understand that budget constraints have forced the need for a difficult decision to be made, we believe that this compromise is not only plausible, but in the best interest of this community.
Burns, I was here earlier for the earlier meeting when you had to turn a bunch of people away. I'm from East Lovejoy, and they have murdered my bus route big time, and they're
Shame.
about to make a cut that can't get to work on Saturday and Sunday. And I work at a movie theater, so you know how important that is. Well, anyways, everything that that lovely young lady just said that was just up here, I forgot where she went to, I am 150% agreed with in that. Because these service cuts are absolutely crazily nutty, you know?
Exactly.
Possible scenario that they could come up with. Raising the fares, I don't mind. even the bus passes, all zone bus passes, like maybe about $8. $8 would not be too bad, but
$8.
better than 16. But at least we'd have the buses, you know. And I just would rather see those things happen than these cuts to the routes, because I take them to all over the place, these buses. So I'd rather pay $72 for a all zone bus pass than not be able to get to anywhere at all. You know? Absolutely nutty, and I don't know who came up with them, but that's all I know is it's not me. So thank you very much.
Solberg, SOL-BERG. I am not going to be able to volunteer at the Morlock Foundation, Roswell Park. I cannot go to doctor's appointments, go shopping, events with LDA, and especially the NFTA should take a pay cut. Do not cut the NFTA, please. Do not cut the express buses and the paratransit. The people in wheelchairs will not be able to get around at all. Why not sell the waterfront or other things that are not being used? Take that money to help the NFTA. Please raise the rates and do not eliminate the buses. No one cannot afford any car because of it.
I'm an advocate, a self-advocate speaker for community services. And I'm one of the ones that's really want to fight for this because I want to have opportunity and a place to go. And the NFTA bus services is my only transportation I'm getting around to be only, just doing it for myself. That I don't have to depend on anybody. Right? If the NFTA services is being cut for any bus route, that would make it hard for me to get anywhere that I need to go. So I'm hoping that everything goes smoothly for everybody, where we won't have too many cuts, where I can still be independent and well as my supporters over in that corner over there.
I'm Jacqueline Kuhlman, and I live in North Buffalo. I've been taking NFTA to work for 33 years in downtown Buffalo. And basically what I have to say is, I guess 3 suggestions. Number 1, please sell the waterfront property.
Yeah! That's what I've been saying.
That was 20 years ago. Hello? Okay. Number 2. There's got to be, what, did you guys piss off Billy Fussell or something? I mean, why isn't his face on the buses anymore? That was money. You've got buses and rail that go to hundreds of supermarkets, entertainment venues, bars, you name it, in this area. Why aren't there signs in every bus station, on every bus, paid for by those companies, saying, hey, take a bus, you can get out.
Exactly. Exactly.
You guys have the most top-heavy management I have ever seen.
Yeah!
My name is Kathleen Collado, and my C-O-L-L-A-D-O. I've been working for 34 years, and I've been working 34 years, and I don't like when they're going to take out, especially the 8 main. That's the main bus for me to go back and forth to work, and the buses, especially people who have to go to work, go grocery shopping, and do a lot of stuff. Especially the main thing is people going to the doctors.
Absolutely.
And I live in every county community. I'm just here to tell you right now that I do not believe it's fair to be cutting services. In this economy, the general public can't afford to pay for the increased wages of employees. A big business should be able to function outside of a strict budget. Instead, sorry about that. Instead of passing an issue on the customers. What happened to the customer satisfaction?
Exactly.
As a customer, I am loyal and respectful to NFTA.
We all are.
I don't believe it's right to be raising bus fare.
They ain't right.
When a lot of customers are struggling, removing our services such as the paratransit is unfair to the disabled. These services promote their independence and help them emerge into the community.
Exactly.
And I'm with self-advocacy, and I have a disability, and I go to the Adult Learning Center, and I go to the Adult Learning Center, and I think it's wrong to charge people a lot of money to go on the bus. And it's really hard for people to get around and to take the bus away from people and to walk into somebody else's shoes. It's very difficult. And I think it's really wrong. And you can put that down.